Speak up. Speak up. Speak up. Mommy.
Can I sit next to you?
Sit next to me. Come over here, sit next to me. Woo! It's starting to get hot in Texas, y'all. I'm not going to complain or anything.
No, summer came.
Look, I told Texas Mom she has to project her voice, all right? She's a very genteel lady, y'all. Very soft-spoken, except when we get in our yelling matches. And I told her, I'm like, she's got to pretend like she talks when she talks to me, and she's always yelling at me.
I do yell at the kids sometimes.
She does yell at the kids sometimes, y'all. Peek behind the curtain. Getting real. Right. Isaac Sarmiento. Sarmiento?
Whoa.
Whoa.
There's
Matt's
Scoop.
coming in like a hurricane.
Let me scooch over. Hey, y'all, we're in the garden. We're hanging out in the garden.
Chilling in the garden.
Been canning all day. It is harvest time in East Texas. Starting to come into harvest time in East Texas. We got collards out to wazoo. We got collard greens.
Collard greens.
Collard greens all over the place. I have canned so many collard greens and
it's not even funny.
Kale.
Lisa Clark. Who's on here? Hold on a second. We got Banked M, Pamela Lopez, and Isaac. Good evening.
So we watched, what did we watch this afternoon?
The good stream.
We watched a good stream. If you haven't,
David the Good
if you haven't watched it,
is so good.
go back and watch his live stream from today. It was awesome. Too many collards are a good thing. Yes, ma'am. I didn't know. This is a funny thing. I've never grown collard greens. This is a little baby one, by the way. Most of them are like, I've never grown collard greens, and this year I was at Tractor Supply. I know you can't imagine that. And
what?
They had, I was just grabbing plants, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna grab a pack of collard greens. Well, I planted them whenever that was, February, March, and these giant beasts grew up. These are little baby ones, by the way. And my dad was down visiting a couple months ago, and he was like, what are these cabbages? Because he's from up north. And I was like, I don't know. It's some kind of cabbage, but I don't know what I planted. And I don't know why I would have planted cabbage, because nobody here likes cabbage. But I'm waiting for them.
You know what scares me? Carnies. They got small hands and smell like cabbage.
So I was
I apologize to all the carnies out there for offending them. Continue, Texas Mom.
I was waiting for them to form a head, you know. So anyway, we've been eating these, just chopping them off and chopping them up in our salad, and they're amazing. If you've ever had these, we've used them for wraps too, like to wrap up like tacos and stuff.
Oh yeah, they taste just like tacos, y'all. It's incredible.
So good.
Just like
These are
taco
so
shells.
sweet. So anyway, we've been liking them in our salad too. Texas Dad especially loves his
Ooh,
greens.
yummy.
And
I love the really hard, stalky part that you can't chew, and you kind of feel like some kind of herbivore when you're trying to.
It's, yeah, and you got that right. It's herbivore, not herbivore.
Is it an herbivore or herbivore?
so we were eating them the other night in our salad. Whose is this?
That's mine.
What is this?
Vitamin C.
I need some vitamin C.
A little bit stronger.
Vitamin
And I told
C.
the kids, I'm like, go look up collard greens. I don't know what made me think of it. So they ran to the computer and looked it up, and they're like, yep, that's what they are, Mom. I'm like, oh.
Baby collards.
Now
Nikki
I
C in the house. Who else, anybody else
So-
join us here?
I'm glad we figured that out, because we have been canning them like crazy now. So we're gonna have collard greens for Thanksgiving.
Woo!
Collard greens
Woo!
for your birthday.
For your birthday.
Woo!
What
Canned
else?
collards.
We've been canning green beans like crazy. Our green beans won't quit. We got them from Haas, and they're
Bush beans.
They're bush.
Sage bush. What are they?
Jade.
Jade bush beans from Haas. I don't know if the Haas link will be down below or not.
They're
They keep manipulating our
Grab
settings.
one over there. Grab one of those big ones.
Oh, yeah.
So we just keep canning them. I filled up a whole shelf, and I mean, they said if you keep picking them, they will slow down, but they'll.
They won't. They won't stop producing them.
Right here, babe.
Yeah, I know. I got one here.
Oh, there's a big giant one. So anyway, so we've been canning that.
I kind of think collards are nasty, y'all. Just saying.
But these aren't nasty though.
But these green beans be good,
to
y'all.
like his vegetables. Look at these green beans.
Look, I'll eat
that.
these jokers raw.
Well, do it. Show them. You're showing them me. Look at that.
They good.
Eating his
Yeah, they're
greens.
actually very sweet.
Yeah, they're
like,
very sweet. Haas Tools, the jade bush bean.
Yes.
Be jamming.
Onions, we've been canning. What else have we been canning? I guess that's pretty much it for right now. But I've been loving the 1870s. My brain.
1870s Homestead.
1870s.
That would be Todd and Rachel.
Yes, and I've been loving watching her, learning so much. Every time I watch one of her videos, I learn something else. And hey, from Springfield, Oregon. And yeah, so I've been learning a lot from watching Rachel on that 1870s homestead. So that has really been an encouragement to me, as I've been canning. Got my Presto electric canner.
The bomb.
It's amazing.
the bomb.
Set it and forget it.
Yep,
Pressure canning made easy.
it's been really, really nice.
And we're using our ball canning book that was so graciously gifted to us by one of our subscribers.
Yes.
Don't ever try to like can without a book, y'all.
Yeah.
We try to wing stuff, and you can wing a lot of stuff, but not canning.
Not canning.
I wouldn't recommend it.
So all you need is your ball canning book and a Presto electric canner. And I'll tell you what, if you've never canned before, you will be in business. And then just, you know,
Canty.
if you don't have a bunch of produce, like we didn't before when we lived up north, I just bought extra stuff at the grocery store.
Well, who that?
Now Rufus is trying to break the baby chair.
Rufus is gonna bust the baby chair.
Tell them what you just made for dinner.
Burgers.
How do you can? Rufus just grilled some burgers for us. How do we can?
How to can.
How do we can? That's a complicated question. They actually wrote a very large book about how to can.
Wait, were you homeschooled? You writ
I wasn't homeschooled. I was public propaganda, lack of concentration camped.
Ah.
Which is why I'm ADD, y'all.
So let him talk about his dinner.
What about it?
Tell us about your dinner, James.
So I made gluten-free hamburger buns, and then I grilled up some grass-fed burgers.
Grass-fed Longhorn.
No.
Nice.
All the wee ones are swimming in the pond with their big brother.
The
right now.
littles.
You know.
They're having a blast.
Are the littles still swimming in the pond?
Yeah.
So I guess that's pretty much it. I'm really tired out. Oh, there's a pantry.
Texas mom is such a slacker, y'all. It's only
All
like
she
6
does
o'clock.
is
She's
sit
tired.
around and eat bonbons all day.
Okay. I'm gonna rat you out, Texas
Just
mom.
joking.
I came home yesterday. I'm not lying. I'm not making this up. I came home yesterday. Texas mom was laying in bed eating a pint of dairy-free chocolate ice cream, whatever that is.
It's almond ice
It's just
cream.
almond ice cream.
It's almond. It
It's
had
almond.
almonds in it? That would be awesome.
Yeah.
It was
Yes.
almond milk ice cream.
Oh, it's almond milk ice cream. Oh, well, that's not as awesome as chocolate and
It's-
almond ice
Look,
cream.
I stick some almond.
It's from Aldi's. Yes, I had my feet up and I was eating my ice cream from Aldi.
She just got done working like for 4.5
If you're
hours.
keto, Aldi's has keto ice cream, and if you're vegan, Aldi's has good vegan ice cream.
Is totally normal ice cream.
And if you eat normal good ice cream, they have that too. But anyway, yes.
They got
because
something
I
for
worked-
everybody.
I worked all day yesterday, and the boys worked all day from morning until 3 o'clock.
Blah,
in the
blah,
afternoon,
blah, blah, blah.
Non-stop.
Cry me a river.
What did we do?
What did you do?
It was all for you.
Everything for you.
Of course, it's always all for me.
He acts like he
I live with a bunch of martyrs, y'all.
Did you not? Did you know? Yeah, 'cause you cleaned
We
up the
surprised
house.
him and we cleaned up and organized his
It
whole
was very nice.
area that's going to be for, we added 2 more
Slightly
tables.
traumatic, y'all.
it's just traumatic to him, but for anybody who wants to,
I collect stuffs that I will need
Propagate.
in the future.
no, that's
Look.
I looked through it.
Look,
It
if
was
you
fun.
knew,
false. He collects everything.
if you knew, and I'm gonna use my hands, if you knew what was coming with the supply chain,
No, you won't need anything that he had.
Broken buckets.
one day you're gonna say, "Where's that partial? I needed a partial piece of bucket
No.
that I could have used right now, and I don't have to destroy a perfectly good bucket if I could had a partial bucket
Partially
to
busted.
partially bucket
Partially
something right now."
Partially destroyed bucket.
No, he keeps everything. He's a hoarder. He needs to go on the
No,
hoarding channel.
and how many
He needs
times?
intervention. TD, what was TD doing yesterday? He's always working. He
I'm
works
usually
nonstop.
napping. Usually when people call me, I always explain that they just woke me up from a nap.
He is working.
And
We were trying to organize his hoarder ways.
what's the name of the almond ice cream? What's the Aldi's brand?
Man.
It's in a green.
Dude, you guys buy it like buy 20 at a time. You can't remember the name.
What is it called?
It's so good.
Isn't it like Earth something?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is it like
Earth-
Earth Balance?
Earth Smart or
No,
Earth
it's
Balance?
Best or
Earth-
something.
Earth
Earth's
something.
best.
It has to be Earth.
So good. They
Earth.
have coffee mocha, and then they have chocolate and
they have really
vanilla. Yeah, really good vanilla. Anyway, it's awesome.
It's
Highly
super
recommend it.
It's the Aldi's almond milk brand.
So he's all organized, and we're all ready and set up on the side of the house for like mass production of getting y'all all of your tree cuttings this fall, all of your baby trees. We just had to set up like a serious production line.
And there may or may not be some trees available. And the only reason I say that is shipping is very expensive, y'all. And and the trees are
let's look this over here.
the trees are not cheap. And if we set this down, everybody's gonna have to project, all right?
All right, we're
Yep.
gonna project.
We'll just have to all
And
talk
not
about
and when I say project, you're not gonna project anger and hatred. You're gonna project your voice,
Got it.
only loving words.
loving.
Wait a minute, James isn't in here.
James, how are you gonna squeeze in the deal
Hey,
over here?
is there like a
way
bucket
more
that we can
handsome
set
to
that
look
up on so then it can look down instead of look up our nose?
Yeah, let's.
All right, we're gonna get organized.
We're gonna
here.
get. We had a bucket, but somebody threw it away. You see? You just proved my point. They always throwing away my stuff, y'all.
He's got like.
I had all kind of great buckets. A couple little cracks, cosmetic defects. They're gonna throw away Texas Dad.
He has like 1,000.
I love how I'm always vindicated in real time. All right? Okay. I digress. Continue, y'all.
He's got like 1,000
Uh-oh.
buckets over there. So we're all organized now. We got like, they're all in stacks. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. The point is,
Vindication.
tomorrow, we watching out. We have a bulk food pantry
Ruh-roh.
makeover.
Everybody, the interwebs has been clamoring
Yes.
for more Texas Mom bulk food. And Texas Mom
It's been a
has
year.
been on a bender, y'all.
Will it sit on that?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Dude, Span Frodo. Better sit on that.
Woo-woo.
Wild things.
Uh-oh. That sounds like a little wild man.
Oh, it sounds like the swimming's over.
Yeah.
Like swimming is
Break's over. Is everybody in the frame?
Yeah, we actually are all
Is everybody in there?
I think
Yeah. Scoot over, James.
they're in good hands. Buddy can handle this.
Yeah, buddy will have to handle the biz.
So we have a big vision, game plan for this coming year for our food storage. One, because we have a lot of food coming out of this garden.
And we have a large family.
And we have a ton of food that's going to be coming out of these orchards, and we need to put away food. But two, even if you don't have a garden and even if you don't have orchards, we should be looking ahead to a potential
Supply chain disruption.
second lockdown. If we learned anything
No.
from last year, let's look forward to the next year, right? So it could happen. It could happen, and it could be
No,
worse.
if it works, they do it.
It worked very
And it
well.
worked, and it will work again.
So we're reorganizing. We're getting ready for massive pantry put away things. But in order to put stuff away, we have to have places to put things away.
True story, Texas Mom.
So I've been
I
ordering
can't read the comments though.
canning jars and containers. So
You don't
anyway,
lift-
that's all
you don't
coming
carry two
tomorrow.
phones?
You're gonna see my empty pantry, and we'll be bringing y'all along this year as we try to fill that up and get it ready for our family of 8. If you haven't, you should go on to ezprepping.com.
Not sponsored.
No.
We're not sponsored by Ease. We're not sponsored by anybody, y'all. If
It's-
you'd like to be a sponsor, please send us an email.
It's the letters EZ and then prepping.com. If you go on there and you put in like 2 things, like how many people are in your family and how long you want food storage for, whether it's like 2 weeks all the way up to a year, and then click the submit button, like it takes 2 seconds, and they'll break it all down for you, how many pounds of each thing and what to do, and it's amazing. So it's a tool, you can tweak it obviously, but it gives you a really good,
Rule of thumb.
some goals to shoot for, like some super hefty goals. I don't know that we'll ever attain them, but it's pretty awesome that somebody else did all the work.
Yeah, and we develop our infrastructure. We always get all these prepping haters that are all like, "Oh, I have a way to view the comments now, y'all. I apologize."
I think one of the big things of prepping is to be able to be a blessing to other people. So if we put up enough or more than enough food for our family, and the next season comes and we have more bounty again, Lord willing, we're going to keep doing this lifestyle as the Lord allows us, then we'll be able to give some of that food away too. If you meet a family that's in need, or neighbors move in, or whatever, you can be a blessing and you can give some of that away. So I think that's part of it. It's not just to take care of yourself, it's to plan ahead to be a blessing to other people.
Somebody had a fig tree question, so they get priority.
Okay.
All right. Do you know why my Black Mission fig hasn't produced fruit yet for 2 years? Well, it's going to depend on how small it was when you bought it. And it could just be a means of fertilization. And tomato fertilizer works great on fig trees. And also any kind of fluorescence flower fertilizer, because fun tip, the fig is the flower. So a fig is an inverted flower. So there you go, fun tip. So flower fertilizer, they sell a liquid fluorescence, and it's usually like a fish emulsion / whatever. And tomato fertilizers are good for figs. I make some super duper cocktail with azomite, bat guano, green sand, and microlife. And yeah, all my figs be jamming. They all survived the snowpocalypse, and they came back, and several of them are fruiting, but they're still real small. They took a beating.
So
Remy's playing with the
he's
sheep.
playing with the sheep. I bathed him yesterday. Oh, real quick, Matt, do you want to talk about? Oh, we're good.
Nope, we're good.
Oh, yeah,
We're back. Yeah, I had a bunch of wing nuts calling me. Ugh.
Okay.
Forgot to put it on Do Not
He
Disturb. I
hasn't-
apologize, y'all.
He hasn't adopted Southern manners yet, so for
No.
all of us, nice Southern gentlemen, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I apologize.
He's Jersey.
Woo!
He's got Jersey etiquette still. Okay, go ahead. Do you want to tell them what you have for sale now and coming up?
Now?
Store editions coming to
Oh, store
TheTexasBoys.com.
editions.
First of all, duck eggs.
Todd.
Out our ears.
We have
Fertilized
Muscovy
duck eggs.
duck eggs, hatching eggs, ready to go. Like probably 6 dozen on the counter right now.
Yeah, probably more than that. Yeah, and then we're going to be rolling out with some different teas. So today we were working on raspberry leaf tea, and then we want to have peppermint leaf tea, and then we want, of course, fig leaf tea, which all 3 of those are amazing. And on top of that, mulberry leaf tea. So that's pretty cool. 3 different varieties of tea. So I think that's what we're going. Me and Rufus are going to work on a dedicated tea page this week sometime when we get some time to do that. That would be super nice. And gotta start drying up some tea leaves. You know.
Super cool. That's super cool. And you don't
Any Texas tea,
you don't
black gold.
you don't know this, but Daddy was telling me when he got home from work today that someone has asked for your Homestead consulting services.
I know.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, you know that.
Super cool.
Yeah, so the boys are going to be visiting some local people here that want them to do a little homestead design in their backyard and set it all up for them. So that is going to be super fun. So if any of y'all are in East Texas and need some homestead design services, they're really good at sketching everything up. They have a program called SketchUp that they can use to lay everything out for you real specifically, and they can check out your ground elevation and see where swales could go and do all that kind of stuff. Do all your zones for your permaculture and all that. So
Mulberries are the Swiss Army knife, y'all, of the homestead. Awesome animal fodder. Sheep love it. The chickens love it. The leaves, and then high quercetin values. There's been several large medical testing done on mulberry leaves and quercetin or quercetin, or however you say it.
so people use it as a tea.
Yes.
Okay. So yep. So that's
We're making raspberry leaf tea,
That's
y'all.
going to be available like tomorrow. We're probably going to put the ad on the website tonight, and we have a ton of raspberry leaf tea. Everything's organic. There are no pesticides here.
Or herbicides.
No. So all the weeds here get pulled by hand. So
Pulled by hand, and our new techniques just blow torching them. So
yes.
it's way more fun. So blow torching them. So the old torchy torch.
We use hats and whatnot. We do not use any type of sunscreen.
No.
Because it's not good for yourself.
No, it's not good for your
skins.
When they were really, really little, I used the Baby Ganix, like the natural sunblock, and there has been times.
This is coming from Bengt in Sweden.
Oh, okay.
One of our friends in Sweden.
And like if you've gone out like fishing or something like that, and you're going to be on a boat all day, I usually give you like some type of organic, like the
Yeah, that was
natural
like
mineral
15
block.
years ago. I think I did that.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, I remember that one
that's
time.
when I gave that to you.
15 years ago.
But mainly, you just, your skin gets used to the sun.
You wear hats.
And you wear a hat, or you don't wear a hat, and deal with it.
The recipe for the raspberry leaf tea is you take the raspberry leaves, you dry them, and then you steep them in water.
Boom! Raspberry leaf
Boom.
tea.
Recipe.
Yeah.
Maybe some maple syrup or sweetener.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's pretty easy.
So that's pretty much it. I think we better get going inside because we got dinner and little
Dinner
ones
shoe.
that need
Tending.
bathed up and tending to. But we just figured we were out here in the garden picking our salad for our dinner and spraying soap and neem oil on our plants.
Mike said the planes give us pesticides for free. Yes, we get all of our heavy metals from the technocratic overlords above.
That's true. Hey,
Thank you for spraying us with the metals.
we can't help chemtrails, guys. So yeah.
We are so thankful.
Well, we could just shoot them out of the sky, but either way.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any SpaceX rocket ships that go that high.
Think you might get in
Anywho.
trouble. All right.
Debbie Bryan's from northeastern Texas. We're from northeastern Texas. So how do you like them apples? Where you at, Texarkana? Texarkana is northeastern Texas, y'all.
That's very eastern, yeah.
That's very northern and very eastern.
Yes.
I would say that it is the most northeastern that you can get in Texas.
Like a nor'easter.
North.
Like a nor'easter. All right, y'all. We're going to go eat dinner.
Yep.
Thanks for hanging out. And I want to get some mulberries. Can I buy it from you guys? Live in PA? Yeah. Oh, DeKalb. I know where DeKalb is somewhere.
Can you do mulberry cuttings now?
Oh yeah, we can. I mean, I can do mulberry cuttings now. Now is a great time to root mulberry cuttings. And I could do mulberry cuttings now.
It's pretty hot for shipping though, right?
Right, but with cuttings, I could probably still make it work as long as I could get some segments that haven't fully leafed out, really.
So just shoot us an email. So.
Yeah, shoot us an email and I'll take a look. I can't do a lot right now. I'll have plenty in the fall.
Yes, and elderberry.
And they'll be dormant and they'll be easy to cut and blah blah blah. But now is a great time to root cuttings.
Yep. And our tomatoes are coming on, our peppers are coming on. We're in the heat of the harvest. So yeah, y'all are gonna be able to see a lot of canning, pantry, put away coming up.
Just what the internet wanted.
Just what y'all wanted to see. But if you want to really know how to do it, go watch Rachel over.
Watch Rachel and Todd over at the 1870s Homestead. Also, check out David the Good. There's not David the Good is the great.
Yeah.
I love David the Good. We enjoy watching David the Good. Very knowledgeable and hilarious. What's that?
He lives in Alabama.
Yeah, he now lives in Alabama.
His live stream today is totally worth watching, and if you have homeschoolers, it would totally count as an economics class today for
Awesome. I love David.
His live stream. So definitely go check that out, and we're gonna get out of here.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna go eat dinner,
it's
y'all.
like Fly Central.
It
Yeah,
was
it's
fun.
very flyy. We need to get some more hoot fly lights. If you have any problems with house flies, the Hoont, Hoont, fly light is super legit. Highly recommend it.
Can you get up?
I'm gonna go buy a couple right now.
Are you good? See ya.
Texas mom can't be the only person that just gets to buy everything, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
When are these peppers right?
Oh yeah.